It's honestly about time we get some idea of what lies hidden in the files of Mario Kart's world. In case you didn't know, Japan had a summer vacation skill test event recently. After it ended, Nintendo posted the results and leaderboard onto their Japanese website. The leaderboard happened to show the stickers that all of the participants were using too. If you look at the image URL for the stickers directly based on race courses, you can actually see the file names for those race courses. Some of them are the exact same name as their corresponding course, while others have different names. Now, what does this have to do with scrapped content? Well, a couple of the file names simply do not match up to what the maps actually are. Like, why is Faraway Oasis labeled as DKJungleParkway, a whole different track? I'll dive into that in just a bit. Now, I could not find the actual Japanese website for the life of me, but there is a Google Drive with all of these stickers. And if you look at the image URL again, you can actually see that it is from a Nintendo website. Anyways, let's go through some of these stickers and code names. Like I just said, Faraway Oasis is labeled as DKJungleParkway in the files. If you look at both of them side by side, you can actually see that they are environmentally similar. Now, of course, the naming could just be a coincidence, but what does the map have to do with DK himself? I mean, the map's secondary name is named after Toad. The funny thing is, both maps actually have pretty similar layouts. So who knows if this is intended to be DK's Jungle Parkway, but later changed to Faraway Oasis since they went a little too far with the remake. Next, we have Moo Moo Meadows, which is actually called Moo Moo Farm in the files. They really traded mid for mid, huh? See, Meadows did not need to return again at all, but I guess it does have a better layout than Farm, which is just an oval. But again, the simplest of maps always have the most room for improvement. Just look at what happened with Sky High Sunday. So maybe it could have actually been a better choice in the end. This next one in particular makes me absolutely livid. Starview Peak's codename is Rosalina's Ice World. You're telling me that they scrapped this beautiful course, my favorite course in the entire series, for this garbage with nothing but water and ice outpost reminiscent roads? Absolutely ridiculous. I guess this explains why Rosalina's Ice World pretty much snuck its way into Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass, because it was gonna be in World, but they scrapped it and made Starview Peak last minute. I mean, the entire course feels rushed, and even the music feels rushed given that it's the same melody for the entire song. Now, why could they have scrapped Rosalina's Ice World? Well, we already have a lot of Mario Kart 7 representation in the game, whether it's nitros or retros. So maybe that's why, but again, do we really care? Rosalina's Ice World is a far better track than Starview Peak anyway. I wouldn't even be surprised if this same exact observatory was intended as a secret second path to Rosalina's Ice World, much like Daisy's Palace in Shy Guy Bazaar. This next one is intriguing. Great Question Block Ruins doesn't have another map as a code name, but rather Storm Clouds. This map has no storm present on it. Now, maybe it was intended to be set during a storm, likely before they implemented dynamic weather, but let's think a little bit deeper. What is one map in the series that takes place in the clouds and has a storm present? That's right, Cloud Top Cruise. Oh, look at that. Both maps have giant brown question blocks on them. Cloud Top Cruise also happened to be one of the most popular maps in 8 Deluxe, so it would have made sense to bring it back anyway. However, this doesn't anger me as much as both tracks are solid S tiers. And either way, I like to imagine Great Question Block Ruins as Cloud Top Cruise set in the past, before Bowser and his crew colonized it. Now, this last one isn't much, but it's enough to discuss anyway. Dry Bones Burnout is called Dino Bones in the files. Dry Bones is not a dinosaur at all. It's easy to assume that Dry Bones Burnout was initially gonna be a dinosaur fossil themed map instead of a Dry Bones themed map. So I'm sure not much changed in development there. Either way, it's really interesting to see what the game could have been in contrast to what we got. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I know it was short, but thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe and like this video for future content. Anyways, see ya next time. Peace out.